Sports, it's bombs away at the Texas State Championship of six-man football. Then we'll go to the beach in California for the wave of the future, connected surfing. And finally, we'll watch armies from the 15th century fight a modern-day war.
The new flavor from Powerade. Break one open.
Here in Texas, football is more than just a game, it's a religion. But some rural schools don't have enough students to field a full team. Don't think something like that's going to stop them from playing when football is this important. Take a look at the Texas State Championships of six-man football.
Here in the Lone Star State, Texans live and breathe football. But nowhere is it more evident than here in Gordon, population 516. 200 miles west of Dallas, this one-time whistle stop is just a half step away from being the Texas State High School football champions. But this is pigskin of a different color. Welcome to six-man football. The idea is to allow rural high schools that are too small to field an 11-man team the opportunity to still play competitive football. Six-man is basically like 11-man football without the offensive or defensive line. It's played on a field 80 yards long and 40 yards wide. And to gain a first down, you've got to cover 15 yards.
In a small town like this, the school is a center of activities.
The football team during the fall of the year is the focus of the community's love and affection.
After an undefeated 14-0 record in the regular season, the Gordon Longhorns are the #2 ranked team in Texas. In the championship game, they will face their cross-state rivals, the #1 ranked Whitharral Panthers.
These kids understand that they're the first team that has come from this school to go to the state football finals.
Senior Jim Ed Costilla is the quarterback for the Gordon Longhorns.
Six-man football is like dancing to techno instead of country. It's just real fast-paced.
Jim Ed's childhood friend Jason Sizemore is Gordon's all-state running back.
Score. That's my job, score.
Jason and Jim Ed both tell the story that when they were in elementary school, they swore to each other that they would win the state championship.
During recess, we'd go out and play football together. Me and him would take on the whole playground.
We had a feeling someday we'd be here.
Jim Ed is not only the starting quarterback, but Gordon's middle linebacker as well.
I like to hit people. Being quarterback and middle linebacker, I like to think I'm a leader.
I'd rather him be there than anybody else.
Well, in the crunch time situation, the two people that I would want the ball in their hands is Jim or Jason.
As the kids leave town on the bus, you're going to find the entire town down on the street to wish those kids well. Oh, they're excited. They're terribly excited.
The state final will be played at a neutral site here at the Mustang Bowl in Sweetwater, Texas. Gordon wins the coin toss and chooses to kick off.
They've been waiting for a long time for a championship. They've been there close, knocking on the door, and I told them, hey, we're going to kick the door in.
Dwayne Ray of the Gordon Longhorns kicks deep to the Whitharral Panthers, and the Texas State six-man championship is underway. And Whitharral's offense is off and running.
Backyard football, that's what six-man is.
Because there's only 6 players, you bust through the line and you're going to score.
11-man slow. To me, it's boring.
It takes an athlete that has great stamina. Everyone is eligible for a pass. A center has to be able to catch the football. The center has to be able to run with the football. The quarterback has to be able to block. I've seen 5 touchdowns scored in the last 2 minutes of a football game.
There's not much difference in strategy than playing 11-man. You win games on defense.
And Whitharral's defense comes out slugging and never lets up. They totally dominate Gordon's offensive machine. At At the end of the first half, Whitharral leads by a shocking 20 points.
At this point now, you're not going to improve physically. You're not going to get any faster. You're not going to get any stronger. I mean, you're here for a reason because you had talent. But from now on, it's mental.
As the second half begins, Gordon claws their way back. They mount a stunning defensive stand, ending in a blocked punt that sails into the end zone for a safety worth 2 points. On offense, Jim Ed, number 20, hooks up with his favorite target, Jason, number 10, for a touchdown and 6 more quick points. Then, on their very next series, Jim Ed finds Jeremy Jackson wide open in the end zone.
Start of the fourth quarter, Gordon down by 10, but definitely not out of it.
With 7:54 to play in the fourth quarter, Gordon slams it home again, running Jason up the middle for 6. Gordon has closed the gap to only 4 points. But number 1 ranked Whitharral is working hard to put this game away.
A big score by Whitharral leaves only 4:28 for Gordon to come back, down by 12.
Jim Ed rallies his team and drops a bomb on Whitharral. He sets up and throws 40 yards to connect with Jesus Tejerina in the end zone for 6 points. After the extra point, Gordon trails by 5. They can go ahead with 1 more touchdown. Gordon holds on defense and gets the ball back with 2 minutes to go. Jason gets a swing pass from Jim Ed for a long gain, moving the ball to midfield. With 3rd and 18, Jim Ed scrambles away from the relentless Whitharral defense. He drops back and launches a high arcing pass, and sure enough, touchdown! Gordon leads by 1. It's an incredible comeback. But wait, it's called back. Touchdown denied. The officials charge that Jim Ed crossed the line of scrimmage before passing the ball.
What the hell's going on out there, ref?
Upon further review, Jim Ed never came close to crossing the line of scrimmage, but the penalty marches Gordon back 5 yards to midfield. With 45 seconds left, Gordon has 3rd and 22. As the Gordon Longhorns approach the line of scrimmage, Jim Ed and Jason realize it's crunch time and they must deliver. The Whitharral rush is relentless. Jim Ed scrambles endlessly around the field, praying for an open receiver. But Whitharral doesn't give him an inch. He is forced to run, but comes up 8 yards short of the first down. It's 4th down and goal to go. The championship on the line. Whitharral is exhausted, but they only have to hold Gordon for 1 more play. With 12 seconds to go in the state championship game, Jason takes the snap and pitches back to Jim Ed. Jim Ed scrambles and barely gets off a desperation pass to his childhood friend, Jason. Jason runs through a 30-yard gauntlet of Whitharral players and into the end zone. Gordon has scored twice in the last minute and once again leads Whitharral by 1. With 2 seconds left in the game, Whitharral runs one last futile play, and then it's over. Gordon has staged the biggest comeback in 6-man championship history.
It's a heart attack. They're trying to give me a heart attack.
This is the narrowest margin of victory ever.
Jim Ed and Jason fulfilled the promise that they made to each other when they were little boys. Jim Ed pitched the ball back to Jason Sizemore, and Jason Sizemore took it across the line, and I knew what the boy was going through because I was there with him.
This is my dream, my goal.
We've been playing since we was in 3rd grade. I mean, playground, high school, junior high. This, if I could have chose the way it's going to end, this would be it.
In our next story, we'll go to a radical new kind of surfing competition that owes a lot to snowboarding. Stay tuned.